disclosure. Sober disclosure. Breezy's a slut.
And we like it in the butt.
Are you or someone you know looking for support in recovery? Taste Recovery is your go-to directory for sober resources. Whether you're searching for treatment centers or sober living communities, Taste Recovery connects you with the right tools and support to help you on your journey. With a user-friendly platform and a comprehensive list of resources, Taste Recovery makes finding the help you need easier than ever. Start building your path to a healthier, sober life today. Visit tasterecovery.com to find the resources that work for you. Taste Recovery, your first step to a lasting positive change. Hi, everyone. I'm Breezy.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we are
Sober
Disclosure.
We're here with Christian. We're here with Christian. He got kicked out of the Marines for the don't ask, don't tell policy. And he lives in Long Beach on 4th Street, where all the homos live. Am I wrong?
Yeah, we're
And
gonna
he
have to
wears
set
gray
that record straight.
sweatpants to be a gay baiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to set that record straight. But
What's the record straight?
I live on Ocean, actually, Ocean Boulevard.
Oh, but all the rest of it, true.
Ocean Boulevard. That's money.
Yeah, Ocean Boulevard, and there was Air Force.
Oh.
Not for
the
don't ask,
Air
don't tell.
Force.
Yeah.
For ecstasy, putting ecstasy up your butt.
Not quite. I did watch some friends
What is it
do
called?
that, though.
Boofing?
Boofing, yeah.
Boofing. I thought it was called keister.
It's boofing. You ever heard of sun boofing?
No,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably straight. You guys straight.
But before we get started, can everyone just look at Jimmy's really cute hoodie?
Merchandise, Texas.
It's Texas, designed by Jenny. She crushed it. It's so beautiful. I literally just want to stare at it. I'm going to go home and buy one
And
myself
yes,
now.
I know, I love it. It's comfortable and the pockets are nice. And it's Jenny the hot one.
Is there Jenny not the hot one?
I feel like every Jenny's kind of hot. Did you like Emily? Do you think she's pretty?
What? Which?
She was just here doing an episode.
Oh yeah, she was pretty. Yeah.
Would
She's
you date her?
Very pretty.
I mean, depends what she wants. I'm 38, so I'm kind of looking for.
Oh, that's what she wants. Okay, I'll hook you guys up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on what she wants.
Yeah.
She wants a nice guy that works. Is that hard to fucking find?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a nice man who works in.
That's true.
Uh,
I'm taken too.
Are you nice?
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
I paused.
I know, you're like, let me think about that.
Yes.
Mhm. Anyways, back to Christian. How much time sober do you have?
I celebrated 4 years on September 28th.
You sure did, because we were supposed to record this episode the next
I think it was the
day,
day after, yeah.
and we've pushed it back a month.
A couple times. I mean,
2 months.
you guys are busy doing cool stuff, trying to put on Camp Soberfest, throwing parties in 3 days.
Going to the Laker game.
Yeah, like reasonable reasons to be pushing a podcast episode back, in my opinion.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No, that was a bad reason. I
Breezy
apologize.
switched from baseball players to NBA players. Which I don't know where it's going to go in your body.
Oh my God. And also, that is not true.
Oh, you just went for
Oh.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But one of my favorite country artists was there.
Oh, that's why you really went?
No, but
Oh.
we literally get there and Bailey Zimmerman is sitting on the court. And I was like, holy fuck, that's Bailey Zimmerman. Do you listen to country?
Not much. So I'm like,
Thank you, Christian.
Yeah. I was very excited. I was like, oh my God. I saw him at Stagecoach and he took off all of his clothes and he threw his belt at me. So I own his belt and I really wanted to go down to the court floor and tell him, I have your belt.
Did you smell it?
No.
I would have smelled it.
I know you would. Anywho's So you celebrated 4 years, September
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's, oh no, it's
Congratulations.
only been a month.
It's
It's
a
only
month.
been a month of pushing it back. Okay, no, I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And you celebrated by going to Disneyland.
Sure did.
You
with your
did?
sponsor.
Yeah. My
Sponsor and friends.
Yeah, sponsor and like,
Is your sponsor
family.
gay?
He is. Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
let me take my sponsor to Disneyland for his 4 years. Gay.
Yeah.
Gay.
Gay.
Yeah, he
As
is.
Angel would say.
He'll have 29 years on the 25th.
Oh, I love
So,
it.
Wow.
yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Wow, that's incredible. Did you ask him about doing this podcast?
He knows I'm doing it. Yeah.
So you didn't ask, you just
No,
said
I
I'm
just
doing it.
just doing it. You know.
Did he have an opinion? I'm just curious because a lot of the old timers have opinions on press
People
radio.
Like press radio. And
Press
films.
radio.
I thought I was going to say people, places, and things.
Press radio and films.
I'm sure
Almost same thing.
if we dug into it, he might, but I think he's kind of like come around a little bit when it comes to that stuff. Like I think we got to share our stories where we can and be like, you know, it's I mean, it's up to us if we want to break our anonymity. I think really where that comes from, right, is like if you're trying to profit off of like AA or like trying to promote it, like it's attraction rather than promotion, right?
Mhm.
Like we're not saying, oh, like come to us and like, you know, buy this program or whatever. It's sharing our
Yeah.
story and sharing the attraction part of it. And I think that's why it's like, okay, it's versus like going on some national television selling AA is like not the deal.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Yeah.
our intention is to help other people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and
yeah.
literally just show everyone that it's okay to be human,
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
to mess up and stay sober
no matter what.
no matter
Yeah.
what.
Exactly.
I actually went to an event in LA last week. It was an LGBTQ treatment center called No Matter What.
Really?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Why didn't
cute.
you invite me?
I don't know.
Oh.
And then Angel was like, I was gonna be there.
Angel's at everything.
I know. One of his friends was performing drag at the
Oh,
event, and that's why he
nice.
was gonna go. But it was a treatment event. So,
Oh, okay.
anyways, back to Christian. I'm so sorry, my ADHD is
No, it's all good.
crazy right now.
I think we're just excited Christian's here.
I know. The man, the myth, the legend. We need to get to know you.
Yeah.
Let us get to know you.
Yeah. Where do you want me to start with my crazy?
First and foremost, how did you find out about Camp Soberfest and Sober Disclosure? Because he's listened to the episode and he's been to camp.
Yeah, totally. So we had like mutual. So you know Charlene, and then
Oh.
I started seeing Camp Soberfest last year, and last year I was on this like 9.5 month stretch of like unemployment, and I was saving every penny, so I couldn't go to Camp Soberfest, and I was like super bummed. But I saw posts about it. I saw Rachel post about it because I
Mhm.
followed her for a while, and she's just hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's
she's
how I
the
found out
best.
about that. And then you guys started posting this. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I just got to say, I appreciate you guys so much because, you know, it takes a special kind of people who like live and breathe service. And if it wasn't for people like you guys doing stuff like this, putting on events, like, you know, this is what makes recovery fun for us, you know, and like we need these sorts of things. So when I see this stuff happening, like Camp Soberfest, like podcasts, it's like, how can I get behind it and like, you know, show up, listen, help, you know, because it's, for me, it's like super beneficial. And I think like the more that people see these fun things, like, you know, traction rather than promotion,
Mhm.
people are like, dang, sobriety's like rad. Like I can actually like, you know, have fun in sobriety. So
Yeah.
a lot
And
of
we
respect
just
for you
and
guys.
they just had a
Halloween party.
a twerkathon Halloween party.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat, yeah.
So fun. That was
Christian was Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Breezy was Legally Blonde in the bunny outfit.
Uh-huh.
No.
And I
you
was a
were-
client of the salon.
which was so good.
I actually was like, oh, I'm just going to put clips in my hair. Yeah, whatever.
No, it was so
You know
good.
why I did that? Just really quick. I wanted to win the twerk competition, and anything that was restraint, I would have to take off. So I was going to wear a robe so then my ass jiggles more. But then I was like, why don't I just become a client of the salon and have that as a costume?
Well, and the wig flip, where you flipped the wig off of you, was iconic.
I had to. I had to do shady twerk moves. That's called shady twerk moves because I knew I wasn't going to win because I was tired at the
Yeah.
second round.
You really did it all in the first round, and then the second
I
round, you're
did,
like,
and I
"Fuck."
won. Thank you, Randall.
It's true. It is true.
Well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no, that is really, really, really special, and we really appreciate you and all of your support.
You guys are rad.
Have you tried anything with a guy?
Oh my god!
No.
Oh, I wanted to
No,
ask that. I
no.
wanted to ask that on Halloween night, but I was like, I'll
No.
save it for the.
No, I like so
Even
growing.
being in the oh no, the Air Force doesn't do that. The Marines do.
No, well, I mean, I think there's everybody in like.
No,
the
I know,
Marines,
but
yeah.
what's the saying?
Yeah. Oh, that was the Navy.
Oh, the Navy.
Yeah, because they're stuck on boats, you know.
Yeah, they're stuck on
So you
boats.
can't really go anywhere.
What's the
Semen
saying?
everywhere. You just, like prison. You have sex.
Yeah, they're
Or you
stuck
just
on
kinda,
boats,
like,
so they can't go anywhere.
Close
They're
your eyes
kinda
and go like that.
Do it again. Beautiful. Okay, so how did you get to become this version of you? Tell us your story. How many times have you tried getting sober?
I tried a lot of stuff. I mean, it was the better part of 20 years that I was like throwing my life into a dumpster. It started like when I was young, but I tried. AA was the last stop on the block for me. I didn't want to be here. I thought it was like so lame. I thought it was crusty old guys in a room, talking about sobriety, and I couldn't relate to that. But yeah, I went to college right out of high school. I got kicked out of college because I wasn't showing up to class. I pledged a fraternity. I had an intervention with like the fraternity brothers that were hazing me.
And you didn't touch any dicks in hazing?
No dicks and hazing.
I don't
No,
believe it.
I swear, no dicks and hazing.
Did you walk around naked and everyone looked at you?
No. Yeah. No, we didn't do that. He's like, wow,
It's
what kind
like,
of
wow,
frazzle.
okay, I guess I wasn't missing out.
No,
No, the movies are wrong.
No dicks and hazing. Hey, it's maybe some other ones, but not ours.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just wasn't going to class. I was just doing a bunch of drugs, drinking, getting tattoos on mommy and daddy's credit card. I went to an outdoor rehab when I got back.
Oh,
They
Like
sent me to
camping?
it was like one of those outdoor nature things where you're backpacking around and they teach you
Oh,
about your like
nice.
feelings
but you
and
were
stuff.
past 18, so you chose to do that.
Yeah, so the way it was, and this, like, I was just such an idiot back then. My parents like pitched it to me as like a summer camp. I'm like, is there gonna be disc golf there? Like, and
Disc golf.
they're like, yeah, like totally. So I signed my paper and go out to like the Utah desert for like a month and a half.
There
and,
is
like,
disc golf in Long Beach. Is that why you said that?
I played disc golf. I grew up in Huntington Beach, so
Oh.
I
You're
was
a big
like,
disc golf guy.
I was like, well, I was just like a big stoner, like like to do drugs, other drugs from time to time.
and play disc
I
golf.
was like, is there gonna be disc golf out here? Like, I didn't read the papers at all, like
That's-
what
Yeah.
it was, like,
Yeah.
So they sent me to that. That sucked. It didn't work. Then I started, like, I came back and I went to community college because I had to, and then I had a job, and then I started meeting new people. All my friends were at college, and I started getting like really into coke. That became too expensive, and then one night I got drunk and I was like, let me go pick up an 8-ball from this like really shitty motel that was over in Huntington Beach. You know that old town, the German town in
Yeah,
Huntington Beach?
off the
There's-
405.
There's a motel there. So I was picking up drugs there and I walked up and my dealer wasn't there, but like my drugs were there for me and there's 2 pipes passing around. I was like, what's that? What's that? And they're like, that's crack and that's shit. And I was like, what's that? And they're like, that's meth.
Oh my god, he calls shit how everyone
Yeah.
used to call it.
Yeah. So
And you still didn't do anything gay?
still didn't
On meth?
Nope. Yeah. Nope.
Dude.
Still didn't. Yeah. So I laid out some lines and then I was like, give me that, give me that. So I like, snorted a line and then like tried crack and meth for the first time. And then I started
You were off to
a
the
meth
races.
addiction. Yeah. Then it became apparent that I was like, not sober because I was just like a stick figure basically. And almost got in a fist fight with my stepdad that night. Who's great, by the way. We have a great relationship today, but
Yeah.
I almost walked out the door. I almost like voluntarily chose homelessness, but instead moved with my grandparents in Texas.
Mm.
And then my grandpa convinced me to join the Air Force. And so that was like, oh, you'll get some structure. And like, I had it for a little bit, but as soon as I got like one set, like, an ounce of freedom and money in my pocket and ability to spend it, it was all down the drain to booze. Like I had no expenses whatsoever. And then, I went out to my first base in Arizona, Luke Air Force Base, the first and only base. And it didn't take me long to like really, discover that there was like underground, like we were drinking a ton. But then there was these underground raves and it was like, oh, this is cool.
In Texas?
So, in Arizona, in like Glendale, Scottsdale, like Phoenix area.
Cool.
And so we start going to those and like, I just started eating a bunch of ecstasy, like, and
You became an e-tard.
yeah, it's like, as it turns out, the Air Force
Really?
doesn't like it when you go eat a bunch of ecstasy and then go put bombs and missiles on their F-16s. So
Yeah, that doesn't sound very
You
safe.
did that?
yeah,
So you got kicked out.
yeah. Well, so it took us a while before we did that. So we were going to a bunch of parties. I got my tongue pierced when I was in the Air Force.
Gay.
Actually.
Dude.
I'm just feeding. It's like, so I got my tongue pierced when I was in the Air Force.
For what?
I'm eating ecstasy. Like,
For what?
Yeah.
You don't massage a clit with tongue piercing.
Yeah, you do.
You do?
Look,
That's
receipts.
Jenny.
Jenny goes, mm.
Okay, fine,
Yeah.
go.
So anyways, we were coming back. I mean, after a rave, I have people in my trunk, like sneaking them on base. And we get
Oh my God.
we get to base and we get on base and we get out of the car, let people out of the trunk, and there just so happens to be a security forces detail that see people like get out of my trunk.
Oh no.
So I almost got a DUI, but I got out. But like my pupils were like saucers basically. So
Mhm.
so they catch us. I get arrested that night along with everybody else that like came to the party. There starts this big investigation. So basically what happened was like before us, there was like 6 DUIs that happened on base. Like 3 people got kicked out for doing, for just smoking weed. There was a whole prescription pill ring of guys that were like selling prescription pills. So when our case came across, they threw the book at us basically. Like normally they just kick you out, it's like, see you later. But they court-martialed us.
Oh, they were trying to make
They made an example out of us, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So this happens. They send me to IOP, and I go to IOP, and I'm like the star IOP student. I'm book smart, so I'm like, I know what to say. The problem was there's this really pretty girl there.
It's always a girl or a boy.
We're gonna do it together, and I get through IOP, then we link up, and then we start going to raves again. Eventually, she introduces me to Oxycontin. We started smoking that off a foil, and then when that got too expensive, she's like, I got a black tar hookup. And next thing I know, I'm holding the belt and she's, shooting me up. And that was that. And I'm still in the active duty at this time,
Under investigation.
And then I pee hot again for ecstasy of all things. They never found out about the heroin. And so they're like, you have to go through inpatient. Like, there's no way that you can like you can't just go through outpatient, and it's going to look really bad if you decline it. So, so I went through inpatient, and that was like the first time I acknowledged I was like, I've got a problem. Like, and so they had these meetings, just they had panels come in, and it's a big reason why I do panels today. Like I have one tomorrow in San Juan, and this guy comes in. He's got like 4 years of sobriety at the time. He's put together, and he's sharing about how like 4 years ago he was like, I was a homeless crack addict on the downtown streets of Phoenix, Arizona, and the prostitutes were like telling me to get the fuck away from him.
Wow.
And I would have thought he was full of crap, except for the way that he shared about drinking and using, and like, you can't make it up. It's like, if you know what I'm talking about, like the way they shared about it. And I was just blown away because he had his life together and he had what I wanted. So I asked him to sponsor me, and I started working the steps with him reluctantly. I went through a lot of those like newcomer bumps, the God bump, all that stuff. And so I worked the steps with him before I went into my court martial. And went into my court martial. They sentenced me to, I was facing like 1.5 years before, and then I went through treatment and everything. So they sentenced me to 8 months just for doing drugs. And I did 6.5. I was sober throughout the whole thing.
And that's in the
Brig. I spent most of it down in
which is
Miramar.
like their jail.
Military jail, yeah. So most of it was in Miramar, which is a Marine base down here in San Diego. So yeah, I spent 6.5 months in the Brig, got out, moved back to Huntington Beach.
Did you have your sponsor the whole time you were in there?
We didn't really have I kind of wrote him letters, but like it was hard to stay in contact. I didn't get a whole lot of phone time or anything.
Oh, you don't have phones.
Yeah, but there were meetings in there that I went to.
Okay.
So I got out, moved back home.
We have a question.
Mhm.
Had you already went through all the steps before you went into that?
Yeah.
Did you sponsor anybody while you were in there?
Mm-mm. No. So like I had worked the steps, and I get out and I move back, and I get a new sponsor, and this is the problem is like
Yeah, sorry.
God bless you.
I held it in. It was supposed to be quiet.
I know, but it makes me laugh when you do it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah. So I basically I get back, and within 2 weeks I'm enrolled in community college. I have a job at CPK, just being a host, and I get a new sponsor, but I don't really like
California Pizza
Kitchen.
Kitchen.
No,
Like,
I know. When you said that, I thought KFC, and I was like, KFC has hosts? And then it registered.
Elevated.
Sorry, I'm very tired.
No, it's all good.
I'm like, wow, what KFC was this that has a host?
It's KFC.
Okay, Christian.
Look, it's just a little twist on Tarjay, you know?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
knows about Tarjay.
No,
No,
I love
I know,
it.
I know.
I love it.
But yeah, so I wasn't sponsoring anybody. Like I was in school, like destroying my classes. Like I was just doing school alcoholically, getting ready to transfer to a 4-year.
And this is all in your first year.
By this point, I had like a year and a half to 2 years.
Okay, because most of your sobriety was while you were in
A chunk of it was. It was like
military jail.
it was like a year-ish, and then 2 years of it I spent out, but I was dry for all of it because I wasn't really going to meetings. I wasn't sponsoring anybody. I wasn't trying to get closer to God, work a step 11. So I was basically reaping all the benefits from like, the program and like sobriety, but not.
So you're a
drinking.
leech.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah.
Do you feel like it was a big part of it was the fact that you were in military jail and it was almost like your disease telling you like, well, I stayed sober without having to do all of that, so I'm fine.
Yeah, a lot of it, I mean, if I look back at that, a lot of it was sanction time. Like, even though I acknowledged I had a problem, like there still was that sort of nudge from the judge and like, I have to like please somebody, otherwise I'm going to get more time. So even though I acknowledged I had a problem, it was still like trying to like, please somebody else or put on an image for somebody. And then like when life started going good, like I had a girlfriend at the time, I'm like killing school. I got into UC Berkeley's business school, which was like my dream school. And, I was like 3.5 years sober, 2 years dry, not doing anything. And then about 2 weeks before I was supposed to move out to Berkeley to start school, I go to a rave, went to Hard Summer, and I see some of my old fraternity brothers passing around some Jack Daniels, and I was like, let me get some of that. And they're like, you sure? And I was like, yeah, it was just the drugs. Like, I can drink.
Yeah.
So I took a couple shots, and a couple hours later, I was on a bunch of drugs. And it was like I didn't even stop, man.
I've
like,
done that. I've done that before.
Right back in the deep end. That's what we do. Yeah. So, I did graduate college. I did okay, but I could have done a lot better. But it really started like a long, like 8-year span of like almost not making it back. Heavy alcoholism, heavy cocaine addiction, cycled through a couple relationships, couldn't hold a job. In 2018, I tried to hang myself in my apartment. Sorry, that might be dark, but that's kind of like where
dark.
it led.
Me too.
Yeah. So,
we tried doing.
yeah, if the belt didn't slip, we wouldn't be here right now. So, God had another plan for me. Yeah. So, moved back in 2019 with my folks in Long Beach, and I was still drinking, and moved in with a friend, and then damaged that relationship. I was dating a girl; she was basically cohabitating there, and he kicked me out. So her and I moved in together, and I was just hiding my drinking. Some of her family, they were great, but some of her family are for sure alcoholics, and so I think she grew up around seeing some of that. It's like, what she didn't see was all the drinking I was doing in silence, right? That I was hiding from her. But when I was with her family, it's like, oh, this is normal drinking, right? And so eventually, I'm drinking bottle to 2 bottles of vodka a day for 2 years straight, waking up at like 5 a.m, shaking, sweating, gagging over the sink, that whole deal. And skin starting to change color. And then we go over to New York to surprise her dad for his birthday. And we're staying with her sister and brother-in-law. The first night I get there, I just have a seizure on her sister's floor from alcohol withdrawals.
Oh, fuck.
I had this, the last drink I had was in the airport before, which was like the strongest double margarita I could convince him to make. And I didn't pack any alcohol. So, I was drinking that much. And then we get there and it's just,
wow,
almost bit through both sides of my tongue. It was nasty. And so when I came out of that, it was a really awkward week. I basically detoxed while I was there trying to put on face. But when I got back, I was just like, I have to get back to AA because it was the only thing that worked for me. Like I didn't, I had tried a bunch of things, and, it's like, we read through like chapter 3 and it talks about like, we tried every imaginable remedy, and it's like, switching scotch to brandy. And like, once I got done with like one crazy drug, it's like, okay, that's not good. Let's like, not do that again, but maybe we can dabble with these. So,
yeah, always trying to control it.
Yeah. So, I knew I had to get back to, it was the only thing that kept me sober for any significant length of time out of everything that I tried. So, but yeah, I'm just blessed that like, nothing's wrong with my brain, I never had like this big white light experience that, they talk about in the big book. where it's like, oh my God, I saw God. But I did have a seizure from alcohol withdrawals. And I will say that, like, interestingly enough, since that day, I haven't had like a single craving for anything, which for me is a profound spiritual experience. Like for a guy like me to not even like a single craving. So,
well, and I think that's what they talk about.
Yeah.
It's
in the big
everyone's spiritual experience is different.
It's a little different. Yeah. I was thinking, I was like, where's my, like, when's God going to talk to me? Like, where it comes down from.
I think that was.
A lot of people think that,
Yeah. So you jump right back into the program when you come back here from New York.
Mm-hmm.
Did you reach out to that old sponsor, or how did you
go
about everything?
Yeah. So I looked up, I knew enough about AA from before that I was like, I can look up where meetings are.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that there were Zoom meetings now. So I was like, oh, there's a Zoom meeting. So.
Because you got sober in 2021.
Yeah. And then before that, it was like 2011-ish, somewhere around there. So it was pre-pandemic for sure. So my first meeting back was an online meeting called Come One, Come All that happens every day at 3 p.m. That my
switched from Scotch to brandy, women to men, went to a come all meeting.
Come all.
Come all.
Are you sure it wasn't like a sex Zoom room?
Which, I mean, my sponsor...
And you met your sponsor in the gay room?
He started that meeting. So maybe
he did?
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
And that's cute.
Yeah. So
come
he was...
One, Come All. That's so
that's
Camp
what it was?
Soberfest.
Yeah.
That's Camp Soberfest coded. Love it. Anyways.
Yeah, so we did...
Next merch.
Come One, Come All.
Jenny, did you hear that?
Come On, Come All, Jenny.
C-U-M.
Come.
Yeah, so that was the first meeting back. And the other thing I had done is I was like, hey, like, where are in-person meetings? And so I looked up, and as it turns out, where me and my ex were living at the time, around the corner we lived on 6th and Temple. So around the corner on 6th and Redondo, which was like an 8-minute walk, is the Atlantic Alano Club. The Atlantic Alano Club, which actually, interestingly enough, is an LGBTQ club. So
I've been there.
Yeah. So I looked up a meeting. I think that was a Tuesday with the online meeting. And then Wednesday, they had a meeting called No BS that happens Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So I walked over to go to that meeting because my sponsor's like, you should go to this meeting. He got sober on Long Beach. And
that meeting's hardcore.
It was fun. Yeah, it was
fun.
So I walked over to that meeting, and of course I got called on like a newcomer, and then I just like bawled like a baby at the podium. It was like, but I felt at home. I knew I was where I needed to be, and there's a lot of people there that really helped me and continue to help me today. And I still go to a meeting called Living Sober there on Thursday nights at 8. I'm the treasurer, but I kind of helped bring that one back to life. I got voted in as the secretary when I had like 3 months sober, which was like,
because they didn't have anybody.
It was a small, it was almost a men's stag meeting when I joined it, and it was small. And then at one point there was like me and like 2 other people sometimes, and then I just started like pitching it, and now it's kind of grown. So it's
you do
That's
AA
really
alcoholically too?
In the beginning, I feel like I did. Like, I mean, I did it literally like my life depended on it because it did. Now it's like there's more of a balance. I think a lot of my commitments are starting to kind of like lapse, which is good because I'm kind of feeling like it'd be nice to just like be a participant in meetings. Because I've had like, 4 commitments at least, like entire sobriety.
Now I just sit and listen. I really like it.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, it's nice to just like not have to like run anything.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it for me was like an ego thing too.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at me. I'm fucking running the whole show.
A little bit of it, yeah, for me too.
And you see that in other people now, and I'm like, oh,
you're like, was
God.
that me?
Yeah. That bitch is sick as fuck.
But you know what? I feel like what you said about the small meetings, there was other meetings in the area that I would go to that have been around for years, like 30 plus years. It literally after COVID dwindled down. I was the secretary of this meeting for 2 years.
Because it got so
because
small.
it's so small and no one else would do it.
Yeah, there's no,
So then I didn't want the meeting, and I lived next door to it, and I felt almost like an obligation, which I'm glad I did, to keep the meeting going for those 2 years.
Yeah.
But that's a big thing that a lot of people don't talk about is, people just stop coming.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
You know what David told me? He said,
Our baseball coach.
yeah, he said that, David, he was at camp. We were talking about somebody like not wanting to be of service anymore. And he was like, well, to me, that just means that you missed the entire point of what this program is about. You just took. And when you got better, you thought it was like, okay to just leave. And the whole point is we hold on for dear life until we can start giving back to the meeting and to other people.
Totally.
And yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, there's service will continue just in different capacities. Like I'm currently a district officer right now. I'm in the alternate DCMC for District
I would never
4,
do that.
which
That's crazy.
It's been
Dude,
an interesting
it's a lot.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I don't.
No, thank you.
I've
Have
got
fun with that.
2 more months, and
Oh my God.
but like in that spirit, it's like because I was a GSR for living sober for 2 years,
Jizzer.
and
We always say that. Jizzer.
Jesus.
GSR. Jizzer in the gay meetings. Who wants to be the jizzer?
That's great.
I
should
bet all
take
of you are
that
like,
back.
me.
And I said yes one time, and then I found out what it was after. He said it was a year. I said no.
Yeah.
I said I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a
I'm not doing
2 year
it.
commitment. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, it's
I
a
was like,
2-year commitment.
absolutely not.
Yeah. So when I'm done with, I should take that back to the Lano Club, by the way, and pitch it that way. They might take it.
Wants to be the
Who wants to be the jizzer? Oh, me.
Dude, people would stand in line
Yeah.
if it was you jizzing on faces. For sure.
For sure.
They'd be like, I knew it.
Wear your Air Force uniform.
Yeah.
Forced uniform. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you just get hard?
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
I thought you touched you.
I felt something.
The phone moves.
And then I started singing the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm just kidding.
Pledge of Allegiance.
That's how you stop your boner in school.
I didn't know that.
Really?
No.
Dude, I would get hard in school. I'd be like, Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. You didn't know that? That's like a big thing.
No, I
I've
had no
never
idea.
heard that
Or
in
you
my
like-
entire life.
Or like you think of like your aunt or something and then it like goes away.
Or some people would be into that.
I've never heard of that. This is news.
That's crazy. Anyways, so that first year, it sounds like you really jumped in head first and you were doing everything right. What were you doing wrong?
Oh.
What did your gay sponsor tell you not to do?
Yeah, well, he was like, you can like no, I wasn't in a relationship, so he's like no relationships, and
But I thought you got sober with the girlfriend that you were in New York. Or she broke up with you because
she broke up with me 3 weeks after we got back. Yeah,
because of
Yeah.
your alcoholism or because you got sober?
because she had no idea that I was drinking like all I was, and then so they sent me home with papers. It was like seek help for alcohol dependency, and she was like, do you think you have a problem with alcohol? And all I could manage was like sometimes, and I think she knew, like,
Yeah.
So I was lying to her, I mean, I'd driven her, like she thought I was sober, and like I'm driving her drunk, places, and in her car, because I didn't have a car at the time, So at the time when I got sober, I was like, please give me a chance. Like I'm doing everything. And like looking back, I'm like, yeah, I know why she broke up with me. I was like, it's like, I
totally.
completely broke that trust. So he was like, no relationships. And he's like, you can fuck whoever you want, but if you fuck them twice, it's a relationship. So I was like, okay. So what I was doing wrong was like,
That's a good one. I've heard that before.
I was having sex like a lot, like, and it got to the point to where like, I think it was like 6 months sober where.
With a different person every time because you didn't want to be in a relationship?
The one time there was twice, and it was with like a newcomer, and that was not good. And then it was like I was on these like weird apps, and like
Grindr.
It was like it's Grindr. It was just like not even like frankly like it was no standards. Like it was just like it was literally just to do the thing.
Yeah.
And then at one point there was this one woman who like she just wasn't attractive. And
Was she trans?
No.
Have you had sex with trans women?
No.
Oh, fuck, Christian.
I'm sorry to
Give
disappoint
us
you.
something.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint you.
Did you play with your butthole?
No.
What? You are a liar.
No, she didn't. No.
No, did you?
No. I do.
And you did meth?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Okay, keep going.
Thank God you've listened to this podcast because you should have expected all of this.
Yeah, no,
Anyways,
yeah.
I'm doing it more with Christian.
I
I don't know why.
You wouldn't be the first person to inquire if I'm gay, like, and heavily.
I know you're not gay.
I mean, your
just,
shirt's fuzzy, so.
Yeah, it's a little, comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're not gay, but I would have thought maybe you fucking when you're
You fucked around and found out.
Yeah, or like stuck a Sharpie in your butt when you were high. Like even straight men say that at meetings.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, so you're real straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep going.
So, and then so I was like 6 months sober, and this girl was supposed to come over, and I can't remember. She lived in like Echo Park area, and she was supposed to like come down, and then she was like, "I'm going to go surfing." It was like 6 p.m. I was like, "What the hell?" Anyways, she kept like pushing the time back, and I work East Coast hours. My old job was East Coast hours too, and it was like a Thursday night, and she like essentially I ended up waiting for her to come to my place, and it was like 2:30 in the morning when she got there, and like so she gets over, and then like we have sex, and like she's just not attractive at all, and then she leaves, and I have like 2 hours to like sleep before I have to get up for work, and it dawned on me, I'm like, this is the exact same thing as like waiting up for the drugs, like literally the same behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And so I outed myself to my sponsor. I told him the next day, I was like, I have to tell you.
Hey, your advice fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm like, this sucks, dude. Like,
Don't
look at
tell
what you're
people.
doing to me.
Yeah, don't tell people. Oh my god.
Look at the depths of the apps you're sending me to.
Literally, though.
But so he gave me. I took a 6-month celibacy commitment that actually turned into like a year. But yeah, I had hooked up with like a couple newcomers. And it's just like. Then I was just cycling through women like one by one.
Yeah. In the program or on the apps or both?
Both. Like it was just whatever, but at the end of the day, it ended up not mattering. Like it was like my standards went out the window. I was like, I don't care, if you're willing to come over, let's go, so. So yeah, that was what I was not doing right for sure.
Was your sponsor telling you to do the vow of celibacy, or what was his?
His direction was to take a 6-month celibacy commitment, and I just said, okay.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, you're right. And I was just like, I'll do it, because I was scared, because I was like, that is the same. I'm not, I don't want to drink or I don't want to get high, but like, this is, if I don't check this behavior, it's going to turn into, something like me picking up a bag.
Mm-hmm.
I did a year of no sex also.
Yeah.
I did too, but not just because.
Because you don't have addiction.
No, like I just like didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
I was just like, I hate men.
The other part that scared me was like, at some point, one of these chicks who like I'm eating off these weird apps is just going to show up with something and be like, hey, let's do this. And like, I might not be, if I continue this behavior, I might be like, let's go.
Yeah.
And like, I just didn't think I was going to
like show up with drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, like Coke or meth,
Especially at 2 a.m. and you have to wake up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch. Give me that right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So
damn, that's crazy. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, so it was pretty scary, but I mean, life's awesome today. Like it really is. I will say, like the past 2 months have been, frankly, a little overwhelming with everything I've got going on from like work and like all these fun things. But my mantra this past month has been like, what a privilege it is to be overwhelmed by a life I once prayed for. Like, what a privilege.
Oh.
And I've had to tell myself that constantly, because I'm like, this is like where, and I didn't even pray for half of this, dude. Like I just prayed to be okay. And like, sometimes my best prayer when I was in my addiction was like, take me in my sleep. I don't want to wake up, so, it's mind
full
blowing.
Body chills. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can relate to that. I feel like my brain is exploding every second of every day. And I literally have to just keep saying, this is exactly what I've prayed for.
Yeah.
And like, how lucky am I that these are my problems today, that I'm like too busy.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
That's for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people,
and that is
but
the
you
gift
said it
of
a good,
sobriety.
he said it in a really good way. Yeah.
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 Yeah. But I mean, and it's like people want us around, and like, people seek us for advice, and like, you've got a business, both of you guys, it's like, this is beautiful. Like, would you have imagined that this is like would have been your life,
No.
before you got sober,
Mm-hmm.
I listened to both like your guys' podcast episodes that you did on the other podcast.
Oh, yeah,
I don't even remember, because that was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, of Against All Odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I thought you were talking about this when we did each other.
No.
You're fucking
Like,
nasty. Breezy, you're nasty.
When did that happen?
Oh, we interviewed each other.
I know.
Yeah.
It came over.
I literally pictured me trying to do you right now. I can't do it.
You could.
I can picture you naked, but I can't picture my dick inside of you.
Thank God.
Well, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Because we're like brother and sister. Okay.
Yeah. It's
I don't even know. how we-
Christians probably pick. Just kidding.
I don't even know how we
Like,
get
well,
in
no,
this.
just kidding.
These
Oh, I know. We
places.
know. I know.
What?
I said I don't. How I was agreeing with you.
Oh, sorry. How has your relationship evolved with your sponsor from that first year?
um
I've never asked anyone that question before.
No,
yeah,
you
it's a
haven't.
really good question. I mean, we're just like we're super close, you know. I mean, I talk to him like at least like 4 times a week, and I mean, that man's never led me astray, not a single time. He's given me so many good tidbits. Like, I mean, one of the things he said early on is like, he's like, you're in the picture and you can't see the frame. Like, you need me to like look at what's happening to tell you what's happening. And like, I took that to heart because, you know, it's like, I am like in this big frame, right? And I can't see what's happening around me. But when I'm truthfully honest with him, you know, and able to tell him, you know, everything that's going on, he's able to give me that full perspective, and he hasn't led me astray once. So, you know, when I did my 4-step, I put things down that I had never put down before that I left out the last time I did.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told him things that I haven't told anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And those were the things that I was totally fine, like taking to the grave, you know, and because I wanted to be fully free. So, you know, I think doing the 5th step with him and knowing that, like, you know, he wasn't going to judge me and he's heard things that I've told nobody, and I can say that in full confidence, has allowed me to establish this relationship where it's just like, you know I can go and be honest with him about anything, and he's not going to, you know, ever judge me or put me down. He'll tell me what I need to hear 100% of the time. And sometimes that's what I want to hear, and sometimes that's not what I want to hear.
Yeah.
But it's always what I need to hear.
Yeah.
So it's just gotten stronger and stronger. And, you know, he is a great example of this program. He lives and breathes it, you know, and he's just always in service. And so I try to do that, you know.
Is he
Trying to-
happy?
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's going through a little bit of a hard time right now. I mean, you know, it's what he's going through is not mine to share, but he stays in service.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he always picks up the phone, and that's just a testament to, like, you know, who he is and how seriously he takes this program. You know, it's like, regardless of what he's got going on, he's got faith that God will provide, and that, you know, being of service is what he needs to do. And I just admire that so much. You know, I really try to take that to heart because I've gone through a lot of really, really hard things in sobriety. My first 2 years were actually, a lot of my sobriety, I've like really struggled. It's only been this last year that I've really felt like, you know, I've been able to kind of fully shine. And I didn't want to drink or, you know, get high, but I was like really struggling a lot. And I think that's why I stepped into service more, because I was going through some rough patches. You know, I got to a year of sobriety, and I was getting this like promotion at my job, and I was doing really well. And then I ended up getting fired instead of hired. Like, it was like,
Instead of promoted?
yeah. So it's such an interesting story. So I started as a contractor, and they were going to hire me full time, give me like a huge pay bump, you know, new title. And so I had to go through, you know, background check and urine test again. And I was like, no problem. This is great. You know, so I go work out, I get the urinalysis thing. And then within 2 hours of receiving it, I've completed it, because there was a urinalysis station across the street from the 24-hour fitness in downtown. So I go work out, go take my P test, submit my background information. I tell my boss, I'm like, I'm done with all of it. And she's like, wow, no way. I get my background check information back before my urinalysis stuff. And I'm like, that's weird, because that's what I'm always worried about. Like, is this the time when my military bad conduct discharge is going to come up? So that comes back clean. And I'm like, that's weird. So I'm working out, and I get a call from the doctor, and he's like, everything was fine with your analysis, except you had a positive result for codeine. Like, do you have a prescription for codeine? I was like, no, like, and so I spent 45 minutes on the phone with this doctor, because I was like, look, like, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm like, I'm an alcoholic and addict, like, I'm sober in recovery. And I was like, and on top of that, like, I was like, I just took a year, and I was like, on top of that, like, I haven't done codeine ever.
Yeah.
Like, not even, I haven't had a prescription for it. I never dabbled with it. Like, I mean, I smoked oxy off of tinfoil and shot heroin, but like,
Yeah.
so you know, we went through, he's like, oh, did you have any like poppy seed bagels? I was like, maybe one, like, I don't know. I was like super transparent. And he's like, look, I believe you. I get people trying to blow smoke up my ass like all the time. And he's like, I legitimately believe you. He's like, I just don't have a medical reason to put down on here. So I had to call my boss, and I was like, look, like, I have to be honest with you. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. And they fought for me. And HR came back and was like, no, we can't do it. So they fired me. And then I waited 3 months, and my boss reopened the position. They had to wait like some corporate policy. And so I reapplied for it, and then I got hired back on in 3 months. But I spent that New Year's Eve broke. I went into that holiday season completely broke because I had just moved out with my ex. Like
Oh
I was
my
out of money
God.
from moving to a new spot, buying new furniture, all this stuff. And yeah, my sponsor had to drive down that New Year's Eve because I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. I was
So
like,
what was the coding? Was it just
I have no idea.
and you couldn't retest?
So I did, but they wouldn't let me retest. They would only let me retest the original sample. So I had to write a letter.
Oh.
I had to send a check in the mail with a letter to explaining the situation, and they just retested the original sample. So to this day, I don't know what happened. And they just.
When you think back on it, was there anything that you learned in those 3 months that you're like, maybe God was just doing for me what I couldn't do for myself, or like I literally needed to learn some sort of lesson in those 3 months?
I think it was just that I could stay sober through that. Like it was that I could stay sober and that I was able to use my resources and lean on like my sponsor. Because that New Year's Eve, I was like, I'm sober and I'm miserable. And I've been doing it. Like I was of service, like, all across the board. That was the other thing too. Maybe it's like living life on life's terms. Like just because I'm doing everything right doesn't mean I'm like throwing cookies in the cookie jar and I get to take one out and cash it in, for something good.
Yeah.
Like life's just going to happen. But I was miserable. And so that sucked. That really sucked. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, we are running out of time. Doesn't it go by so fast?
Yeah, it does.
It's so annoying. I hate it. But I know you already know the question. What is one thing that you heard in your first year of sobriety that stuck with you that you can give back to the newcomer?
Yeah, I think somebody might have already said it, but my sponsor said early on, what people say and think about me is none of my business. And that doesn't mean that I don't care what other people think about me. I care very deeply what people think about me, but people are going to talk and say what they're going to say. I could do everything right, and someone could just look at me and be like, that guy's a douchebag. I hate that guy, The only way that I can possibly have any sort of influence on what people might say about me is how I show up, how I treat other people, how I choose my words and my actions. And so when I focus on, what I can control, this idea of hula hoop sobriety, everything in my hula hoop is my business and everything outside of it is not,
My sponsor tells me that all the time. Stay in your hula hoop.
I love yeah, that's what my sponsor said that. That's, so I just focus on what's in my hula hoop. And when I do that, then, generally everything's okay. And I know that I've got people that know me really well that, would be advocates for me in a room if somebody's, talking bad about me or something. But at the end of the day, it's like, I carry myself in a way today to where that doesn't even matter. It's like, I know, I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes, but I really do try my best to be a nice person and support people around me. And that carries through, so I don't really have to worry about what people are saying. But before, I used to worry about that all the time. And I tried to manipulate and let me talk to this person because I think they're going to say something, or this person might have said, yeah. And then that just goes down like I'm manipulating people and,
it causes so much harm every time.
Yeah. And then I'm a gossiper. People don't want me around. They can't trust me to tell me things in confidence. And so stay in your hula hoop. Yeah. You'll be okay.
I love that. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you,
Thanks
Christian.
for continuously rescheduling with us and showing up to all of our events.
Yeah. You guys put on the best events.
Oh God, I just love that. I love you just are always there. You're showing up and it's so cool. And I really appreciate your support.
The events is breezy.
I mean, you're
one her friends.
Part of it. You're a part of the community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you show up too, and you
help
out a lot.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't be so
I don't
humble.
I don't want people to think that me and you put on the events when she does all the work.
Me and Jenny do.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
And as always, we love you. Thank you for listening. I am Breezy.
And I'm Jimmy.
And we are
Sober
Disclosure. Pew.
This episode is brought to you by Light Salon, Orange County's premier destination for expert hair color. At Light Salon, we specialize in creating stunning custom color transformations that highlight your natural beauty. Owned and operated by passionate, sober stylists, we bring authenticity, creativity, and precision to every client experience. Light Salon.